Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of KAILASA serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. KAILASA's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization, with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors. Under the leadership of SPH, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN Nithyananda Paramashivam, KAILASA has achieved recognition as a sovereign subject of international law, possessing distinctive attributes of juridical statehood. The United States of KAILASA is the main sponsor of the proposed UAN headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UAN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds, featuring top modern architecture, the highest green
Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasrisham Tattamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalavachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trivunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, all of you.
Nityanandam, everybody.
Yes, and welcome after this powerful darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. It's always Swami says, have the conscious snacking daily, because this is darshan is a conscious snacking for all of us. Initiation, Swami says, attend every initiation. We don't need to separately meditate, just attend the initiation, have the conscious snacking to receive the cosmic truth, to have the superconscious breakthrough. All right, so with this, we'll be now moving on with the power manifestation. So we, the acharyas, will be projecting an image on your screen, and through the power of third eye, let's see what Paramashiva is revealing to you. So you can cover your eyes now with a blindfold, and let's directly jump into the power manifestation. So requesting everybody to cover your eyes with a blindfold or a piece of cloth. If you don't have a blindfold, you can use a piece of cloth to cover your eyes, and let's get ready to manifest the powers of third eye. As we just received the darshan, this is the right time when our frequency has raised to that super consciousness. So let's get ready. Set with an intention to be in oneness with Paramashiva. Cover your eyes now. And just be in the space of unclutching. Unclutch from every single thought. Unclutch from any pain patterns that you have. Unclutch from any emotion that is stuck in or you are getting engaged in.
Now, bring your attention to the Anandagandha. Remember Swamiji. Remember all your moments with Swamiji and all the moments of passions or moments that are dear to you that you had with Swamiji, or when you had the click of the teachings. Remember Swamiji and center yourself on your Anandagandha. Remember all your identities, all your lower identities is delusional. Your true identity is you are Bhagavan Sri Nithyanda Paramashvam. So drop all your lower identities and remember that you are Bhagavan Sri Nithyanda Paramashvam. Now let's start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Now bring your attention to the third eye and look through the third eye. The image is now projected. Let's begin.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Om Nithyananda
Now slowly, very slowly, you can remove your eye bands. You can open your eyes.
Now, let us get ready and move on to the verification part of this power manifestation. Ma Nitya Guru Prasadinima, you can open your eyes. Yes. And also Ma Ananda Paramashakti, you can open the eye bands, Ma. So now please start sharing what was revealed through the third eye. Please share elaborately without any kind of editing or trying to somehow get the right answers. Do not worry about, do not have any pressure about getting the right answer. If it is right, Paramashiva should reveal that answer to you. Celebrate Paramashiva. If he revealed something which seems like a wrong answer, no problem. Surrender that also to the feet of Paramashiva. But most importantly, melt and celebrate the space of oneness you experience with Paramashiva during power manifestation. So we are giving few minutes for all the participants to start sharing what was revealed to them through the third eye. Yes, we'll just have a look. We'll check. There's some technical glitch it seems. Some participants are saying no sound.
Rest of the participants, if you are able to hear us, please wave a hand if you are able to hear the sound. Okay, great. Yes. So please go ahead and start sharing. We already have Ma Gyanishanda who has shared as I saw gold, a flash of light, a body of water like a lake, a serene nature scene. It reminded me of when I imagined Switzerland to look like.
Yes. Thank you for sharing, Ma. Manitya Prema Thavasi has shared. Design, flowers, Swamiji, animal, and zebra. Thank you for sharing, ma'am.
It's Nithya Dhyaan shares Paramshah shows kids, children, girl and boys playing ball, but also computing in some competition like Olympics and big elephant, one walking on the road, gray in color, not around. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. Just waiting for a few moments. All right. So if you're still sharing, please continue to do so. Meanwhile, let's bring back the image on your screen. Yes, so this is the image. So as you can see, it's a image where you can see filled with the cows and a field where and this a shape where their food is given and they're eating the food and rest there's just a small land for them, and you can see on the right side there's a fringe of the leaves that is being shown, and the view itself is taken from the top. So yes, this is the image that we had projected.
So Ganeshananda had shared, I saw gold, a flash of light, a body of water like a lake, and a serene natural scene. So all these items might be very much nearby where the animals, where the cattle, where the cows are. And especially when the cows are there, it can be near the meadows, very similar to how it is in the Switzerland, as you have mentioned.
Yes. And Ma Premadashi shares design, flowers, Samji, animals, zebra. So we definitely have the cows in this scene. So yes, ma. Mass Minister shares kids, children, girls, boys playing. Competition, chickens, big elephants. Well, we don't have big elephants, we definitely have the cows, ma. Yes, thank you for sharing.
Ma Nitsagunya has added few more experiences. She has shared goats, cows eating, and I may have saw them in real in green fields in St. Kitts. Thank you for sharing, ma.
Magya answered the question. Okay. We don't know the images, we just selected the random image, ma. So all right. So beautiful sharing from all of you. So once you are sitting with the intention to manifest, you are manifesting. So congratulate your manifestation. Ma Gyan Guru Prasad shares. I will handle a few matters and then you okay. Thank you. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for being a part of the power manifestation. Now we'll be moving on with the next. This is going to be a culmination of the whole day itself, where Swami will be taking us through the Nithya Dhyaan, the actual Nithya Dhyaan meditation. Throughout the day, we have been preparing for this moment. So let's come to the space of listening. This is going to be at least 40 minutes long meditation where you'll be sitting and practicing this technique, Nithya Dhyaan. So make sure that you are having enough space for yourself. If you need some ventilation, please go ahead and have find a place where you can actually have the ventilation and nobody disturbs you. So let's come to the space of listening and let's enter into this revelations or this guided meditation by Swamiji himself on his Dhyan.
The meditation process, life bliss meditation. The meditation process which creates the perpetual completion in your system. I give you a few minutes. Please settle down and adjust yourself, make yourself comfortable. Then I lead you step by step. Yes. The first step, please understand, first step of the process is chaotic breathing, means awakening and arising the prana, life energy level in your body to its peak possibility. It is the most dynamic aspect. You can put your hands on the hip and start breathing as deep as possible and as powerfully as possible. It's like hyperventilating you. That's all, nothing else. Hyperventilating. I can show you. Use your whole body to breathe. The first step is 7 minutes. If you want, you can sit on your heels with knees and feet together in Vajrasana, or you can sit comfortably. But use your whole body and breathe. Use your whole body and breathe. I can demonstrate by myself. See here. Use your whole body and breathe as deeply as possible and as powerfully as possible, but as comfortably as possible. Let your whole body become alive. Let the hyperventilation happen in you. Please be sincere as much as you can. Do it as long as you are comfortable. Just don't increase your high blood pressure if you are high blood pressure, do it mildly, comfortably. Others do it sincerely, authentically. Now, move to the next step. Intense humming. Sit in the same way, either sitting on your knees or sit comfortably, but hum as intensely as possible. Let your whole awareness be with the humming sound. It's almost like you put your mouth into empty vessel and create a vibration. Or it will be same way. Hum as intensely as possible. Let your whole body vibrate with that humming sound. As sincerely as possible, as intensely as possible. as intensely as possible. Do it as sincerely as possible, as loudly as possible, as deeply as possible. Let's move to the next step. Bring your awareness to the 7 energy centers in your body. I'll guide you step by step. First, the root of the spine. Visualize yourself a powerful, bright sun in your root center, the root of the spine. Be in the space of restful awareness. Now, bring your awareness to the spleen center, the spleen area. Visualize yourself as a powerful light, the spleen area. Bring yourself to the navel center. See yourself in your navel center, a powerful light. Now, bring your awareness to the heart center, center of the heart. Visualize yourself as a powerful light. Now, bring your awareness to the throat center, Vishuddhi chakra. Now, bring your awareness to the third eye, between both the eyes, Anya Chakra. See yourself as a powerful light on the third eye. Bring your awareness to the crown center. The top of your head, Sahasrara Chakra. See yourself as a light on the crown center. With my integrity and authenticity, I bless you all. Let you all experience Kundalini awakening. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Now, just relax, sit in the space of unclutched. Decide to yourself, you will sit in the space of perpetual completion. Any incompletion comes up, complete and drop them. Be in the space of perpetual completion. Any doubt, fear, powerlessness comes up in you. Distractions comes up in you. Complete them and drop them. Be in the space of perpetual completion, unclutched. I bless you all and initiate all of you. Let your Kundalini Shakti be intensely awakened. Let your brain mirror the neuron activities of an incarnation, the peak possibility. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya.
கருணார்ணவமாய் கருதக்கதி நல்கும் அருணாச்சல சிவமேதா படுவே தலம் அருணாச்சலம் தலம் யாவிலும் அதிகம் அது பூமியின் இதயம் அதுவே சிவன் இதய அறியாமொரு அருணாச்சலம் அறியாமவன் அகிலே அறியாமொழி மலையாய் நிதம் அருணாச்சலமே ஆதி அருணாச்சலத்தேலிங்கத்துருக்கள் ஆதினாள் மார்கையில்லாதிரை அஞ்சோதியேயும் ஈசனை மால்மரர் ஏற்று வழிபட்ட நாள் மாசி சிவராத்திரி அம்மக்கு உருவாயும் மொழியாக தங்களருளால் உலகம் தங்குவதற்கு உறைவன் சித்தமென என்றும் எனதுள்ளே அங்கி ஒளிருந்து வைப்பல் போகமொடு எங்குள்ளே எல்லா உலகும் கதையவியலால் பொல்லாவினைகள் குணமாம் புகழீது இல்லாததுலாம் எது கண்ணுறலால் எல்லாருணாச்சலமாம் இதுவே எல்லாருணாச்சலமாம் இதுவே தெரியல்லை உப்பு கண்ணுற்றால் கருத்தினால் ஊற கருதினால் உண்மை வருத்தமுறாது வராத வேதாந்த கருத்த விஞ்ஞானம் பார்க்குந்தாமே அடுத்த விஞ்ஞானம் பார்க்குந்தாமே யோசனை மூன்றாம் இத்தலவாசற்கு ஆசருதி கையாகின்றேன் பாசமி சாயுச்சியம் பயக்கும் ஈசரம் என்றன் ஆடையிறானே ஈசனம் என்றன் ஆடையிறானே
மூன்று மேலும் ஒருவத்தை இருப்பிடமித்தழுந்தான் ஒன்று வாக்கிற பின்னாலும் உன்னை வந்தோர் சொன்னேன் ஒன்று ஒரு கடத்தில்
கருணார்ணவமாய் கருதக் கதிநல்கும் அருணாச்சல சிவமேதா. அதுவே தலம் அருணாச்சலம் தலம் யாவிலும் அதிகம். அது பூமியின் இதயம் அறி அதுவே சிவன் இதய பதியாமொரு அருணாச்சலம் பதியாமவன் அதிலே பதிவானொளி மலையாய் நிதம் அருணாச்சலமேனவே. ஆதி அருணாச்சலத்தேலிங்கத்துருக்கள் ஆதினாள் மார்கையில் ஆதிரை அஜோதியும் ஈசனைமால் முன்னமரோர் ஏற்றி வழிபட்ட நாள் மாசி சிவராத்திரியாம் மற்ற உருவாயு மொழிந்து கிரியாக தங்களருளால் உலகம் தங்குவதன் நன்றுரைவன் சித்தனென என்றும் எனதுள்ளே தங்கி ஒளிருந்து வைப்பல் போதனோடு என்றுள்ள எல்லா உலகும் பகையவியலால் கொல்லாவினைகள் குணமாம் புகழீது இல்லாததுலாம் எது கண்ணுறலால் எல்லாருணாச்சலமாம் இதுவே எல்லாருணாச்சலமாம் இதுவே தெரியலை முத்து கண்ணுற்றால் கருத்தினால் ஊர கருதினால் உண்மை வருத்தமுறாது வராத வேதாந்த கருத்த விஞ்ஞானம் பார்க்குண்டாமே அடுத்த விஞ்ஞானம் பார்க்குண்டாமே யோசனை மூன்றாம் நித்தலவாசற்கு வாசருதி கையாகின்றேன் பாசமில் சாயுச்சியம் பயக்கும் ஈசனம் என்றன் ஆடையிலானே ஈசனம் என்றன் ஆடையிலானே
மூன்றுமே அருமோருங்கள் இருப்பிடமித்தனுந்தான் ஒன்று வாக்கென பின்னாலும் சொன்னை வந்தோம் சொன்னேன் ஒன்று ஒரு கடத்தில்
കരുണാർണവമായി കരുതക്കതി നൽകും അരുണാചല ശിവമേ.
I bless you all. Let you all experience the complete completion with yourself and others. Let you all be the space of perpetual completion. Let you all be the space of perpetual possibility. Let you all be the space of perpetual living enlightenment. Let you all be the space of perpetual living Advaita. I request every one of you, please practice this life bliss meditation every day. The guiding music is available for free download in our website. You can download this music with voice guided. The guided CD is available in our website for free download. I request all of you to download this guided meditation CD from our website and practice this meditation every day and experience the happiness dose of happiness in your life. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Seven layers in our being. Maybe I'll give you just simple diagram. Is it seen properly? No, I think. Now I think okay. Yes. Somebody asked me yesterday, there was a question. Somebody, why are you using all these modern things? I told them, what is the wrong? Perfectly all right. If Buddhas made 10,000 people enlightened without flight, car and computer, laptop and without any infrastructure, website, internet, when we have all these things, we should make at least 200,000 people enlightened, 2 lakh people enlightened. So what is the wrong in using? So let all this infrastructure be used to transmit the true science. It doesn't have to be used to transmit only the ideas which was in the head of the people who invented. See, just because somebody has invented this, it is not that you have to accept the ideology and lifestyle of the person who was invented. That is what we are doing. Not just taking the comforts and scientific great things from the West, taking their lifestyle also, idiotic. And you don't know, 66% of the Western countries, not just America, even the other so-called developed countries, 66% are taking some form of psychiatric medicines. Now we don't understand where we are heading. 66 is not small percentage. Sometimes I really feel blessed, fortunate that I am born and brought up in Indian villages. I was born and brought up in Indian village. I never heard so many problems. Not that I heard and I did not have those problems. I never even heard of those problems. The sufferings and problems which the so-called developed country kids are facing, I never even heard about them. It is good sometimes So nothing wrong in using all this infrastructure. Let it be used and the proper ideas be spread. Otherwise, what we will do, we will start thinking the person who created this infrastructure, these discoveries, he knows everything about life. That is the foolishness. That is the foolishness. They may know how to operate all these machineries, but that does not mean they know how to live the life. In the East, we have done more than 10,000 years of research and development in the inner science, in the inner field. And let the inner science be spread using the machineries and infrastructures of the outer science. We have 7 layers in our body. First layer, I'm just trying to give you a visual idea. Of course, surely not our bodies are like a round shape unless you are really obese. Even then it won't be exactly this circle. I'm just trying to give you a picture, an idea. First layer is the physical body which you are carrying, made out of flesh and blood. The second layer is the pranic movement, the prana movement, which is happening in your system, like inhaling, the prana which stays inside you, and the prana which spreads all over the body, and exhaling and cleaning. There are 5 pranas: prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. The 5 pranas. The Pancha pranas, pran, udan, vyan, saman, apan. The Pancha pranas, all these movements are called prana sarira. And the next, the inner chattering which is going on in you, it's called mana, manas sarira, the mind. The 4th layer is the emotion. I can say intense inner chattering which does not respond to your logical analysis. That is what we call emotions. That is the 4th layer. And the 5th layer is which you experience in the deep sleep. And the 6th layer you will experience in a strong meditation technique, means thoughtless awareness. The 7th layer is enlightenment. You have 7 different layers in your system. If all 7 different layers fall in tune with each other, suddenly you will see all the samskaras will leave your system. If the samskaras are taken out of your system, suddenly you will see all these 7 layers fall in tune with each other. Balancing, reconnecting, reuniting starts happening. That uniting is what is called yoga. Beautifully, Patanjali describes yogaha chitta vritti nirodhaha, means living without samskaras. Only then the thoughtless state will be there. When the samskaras are taken out, the uniting happens. If uniting happens, samskaras leave your system. Physical, 2nd prana, 3rd mind, 4th emotions, 5th deep sleep, the karana sharira, the silence which you enjoy in the deep sleep. 6th, the joy, bliss you enjoy in the thoughtless awareness, what J. Krishnamurti calls as choiceless awareness. And ultimate, the 7th layer, pure enlightened consciousness. Understand, uniting all these 7 layers, removing the samskaras which you collected and stored. You store the samskaras in different layers. Yesterday somebody wrote me a question. Swamiji, this stuff was too strong for me. Especially the analysis on the 4 states of consciousness. Mainly the answer for that question That one question, when I come back, I see the same world. Actually, that person wrote a question in a very funny way. When I come back, I see the same house, same car, same wife. He underlined that word. That word was underlined. I didn't. Same wife and same life. But when I go back to the dream, I don't see the same thing. Answer for that question was very shocking to him. I think the same person again wrote one more slip. During the darshan, I got the slip. He says it was too strong. I didn't expect I will have such a clarity. I'm afraid of the clarity now. Understand, many times people are afraid of getting near the truth. Getting near the truth. The physical layer, the body out which the physical body is the first layer. The prana movements is second layer. The inner chattering is third layer. Emotions are fourth layer. The deep sleep, what you experience during deep sleep, that silence is fifth layer. In the deep meditation, what you experience, that joy, that intense, vibrant silence is sixth layer. Enlightenment is seventh layer. In the deep sleep, it will be graveyard silence, negative silence. In meditation, it will be intense silence. There is a big difference. When you fall asleep and come back, you will not become more intelligent. But when you fall into meditation and come back, you will be more intelligent and you will be more blissful. When you fall asleep and come back, you may be fresh, a little relaxed, but you will not be more blissful. But when you fall into meditation and come back, that silence is called intense silence, live, vibrant silence. So, the 7 layers, we store different samskaras in different layers. Usually the samskaras related to desire are stored in the prana, the breathing. And the samskaras related to chronic fatigue or tiredness is stored in the body, in the physical body. That is why 2-3 times you try to do some exercise, workout or even walking. First thing body will bring out is tiredness. But without bothering about that first level samskaras which are raising, if you enter into it, suddenly you will see that same action brings energy out of you. If you start walking, in 2 minutes your mind will suggest 10 times, I am tired. No, it is too much, enough. We did, today it is okay, tomorrow we can do. It will try its best. But if you don't bother about that samskaras and just go ahead, in few minutes the same action will bring energy. Chronic fatigue means a deep feeling to be in an action, to be in rest, or non-moving or not moving is stored in the physical body. I always tell people, karma palatyaga, not karma tyaga. The results of the action should be surrendered, not the action itself. Karma tyaga is very easy. That is where the whole spirituality has ended. The worst thing happened to India is not our tradition, not following our tradition, not following what Krishna said, not following what our traditions have presented. But constantly, I'm seeing the superficial analytical reports. These fellows go on abusing. The other day, I was reading an article. There was a technical term they started using, Hindu rate of growth. I was surprised. I was surprised. It's just, he means the suffering of India is because of our tradition. It is not. Suffering of India is because we did not follow our tradition. We did not imbibe our tradition. Instead of doing karma palatyaga, we started doing karma tyaga, stuck in the first layer, stuck in the physical layer itself. I've seen in the villages, many places. There are some great things in the villages. There are some things like, instead of karma balatyaga, karma tyaga, like till morning 10 o'clock, you will see tea shops will be filled. People will be sitting and talking. If you want to listen to the great Vedantic truths, go to the village tea shops morning 10 o'clock. You will see there people will be sitting and just sipping the tea. Oh, without God's grace, nothing can be done. Only by God's grace, anything can happen. All great truths, but just to justify what they are doing, not to internalize. Karma palatyaga is supposed to be the truth, but the karma tyaga starts happening if you are stuck in the physical layer. The chronic fatigue or intense craving for the rest. I have seen people understand this intense craving for the rest brings diseases which will put you in the bed. Intense craving for disease, craving for the rest. Actually, if you see any advertisement for resorts, beach resorts especially, if you see a photograph, beautiful beach, a easy resting chair, and somebody resting. The moment you see that, immediately something starts happening in you. You feel you should also be lying like that, completely resting, totally in peacefulness, in the deep peace. The moment you see that, something in you is awakened. That's what I call intense craving for tamas. Understand? If you really find out the same beach, same chair and lie down, you will not have that same peace which you visualized. Till you exhaust the tamas engrams, lethargic engrams you carry in the physical layer, you cannot rest. Your desire for rest will not let you rest. Please understand. How can you say, Swamiji, my desire for rest will as naturally as to let me rest? No, it won't. Because it is from engrams. It is from samskara. Even if you find out the same beach, same chair, same bench, same place, try to lie down. The moment you rest, the moment you started resting, in few minutes this samskara will settle down, the next layer samskara will start. Even the decision to rest, if it is based on samskara, you cannot rest. First layer samskara is intense desire for rest. Continuously you will see your mind is pulled back. There is a very beautiful story in Upanishad. Disciple goes to the master and asks, Master, give me the method for enlightenment. Master says, very wonderful story. He says, just take these 400 cows and when they become 1000 cows, come back. The modern day disciple would have said, what, you are making 600 cows out of my enlightenment. You are trying to make more cows out of my seeking. But he's really sincere disciple. He did not bother about it. He just took the cows. And the story says, when the cows have become 1000, when he came back, Master says, not only he became enlightened, he says, now we have 1001 cows. In Vedic tradition, cows are highly respected as a sacred thing. He says, this guy is also now raised to that level, sacred, the level of sanctity. Actual thing, what happened is, continuously when you work with cows, they cannot let you rest. And they don't know you are working 24 hours. They don't know there is nobody else to replace you. They don't know that today is holiday. They don't know. But one person can work only 8-hour shift. They do not have all these problems. They will constantly demand your attention. This guy, by working continuously with them, the deep desire for rest has disappeared. I can say, the deep desire for vacation or the deep desire for rest, the chronic fatigue, if it leaves your system, 90% of your spiritual journey is over. That is the first worst problem. First layer, samskara. The second, in the prana sarira, in the pranic layer, you store all the desires. That is why whenever your desires are changing, suddenly you will see the breathing pattern will change. If you are caught by strong desires, like a lust or anger, even anger is a kind of a desire. Strong desires, your breathing pattern will change. It will be chaotic. The third layer, mental layer. See, the pranic layer, second layer, you store your thoughts about how your life should be. In the mental layer, you store your engrams about how your life shouldn't have been. Means guilt. If your energy moves towards the future, it is desire. If your energy moves towards the past and continuously it is rotating only about the past, it is called guilt. If it is flowing continuously towards the future, it is desire. If it is flowing continuously towards the past, it is guilt. Different ways of moving. The mental layer, the third layer, you store the engrams related to guilt. The fourth layer, in emotions, you store all the visualizations related to pain. Understand, the fourth layer is very powerful layer. In the fourth layer, you don't need any action or information to strengthen the engrams. In the first two layers, you need action to strengthen your engrams. Means the tiredness or the desire for vacation. The more you give the vacation, the more the desire will be strengthened. Same way, other desires, the more you enter into action based on those desires, the more the engrams will become strong. The third layer, guilt related engrams. You don't need to do the same action, but just the information about that action. Means if you have seen the same place, or if you are seeing the same person, if you are seeing the same situations, immediately that engrams will become strong and it will be awakened. But in the fourth layer, pain engrams. First layer, chronic fatigue, lethargy engrams. Second, desires. Third, guilt. Fourth, pain. The pain layer, neither you need action, means you don't have to have the same pain again and again, nor you need information related to pain. You don't even need to receive informations related to pain. Just the engrams are enough, they can multiply, they can expand, they can multiply. The deeper layers, the fifth layer, the layer you experience in the deep sleep, there, even though engrams are there, you cannot do anything about it, because in the deep sleep, your mind cannot do anything. It's an unconscious layer. In the first four layer, if you can reduce the depth of the engrams, samskaras, naturally the fifth layer and sixth layer will be cleansed. Fifth layer will be cleansed if you clean all the first four layers. If the fifth layer is cleansed, you will start experiencing sixth layer more and more. Sixth layer, meditation layer. Fifth layer is deep sleep layer. Sixth layer is meditation layer. If you are getting into the deep sleep layer more easily, it means the first four layers are clean. If the first four layers are not clean, then you will suffer more in the fifth layer. That is why the more stress and load, so much of suffering related to sleep starts happening in the life. Sleep has become a big problem. Now, especially in the developed countries, I'm seeing they are able to get beds, but not sleep. Their infrastructure has created the facility to have beds and different temperature, different comfort, so many things, but not sleep because too much stress. Not only that, if these four layer engrams are too much, in the fifth layer, the relationship between you and your body gets disconnected. I always tell people, reducing the engrams in the first four layer is making friends with your body. Making friends with your body because you don't know how we are abusing the body. Understand? If you are having overweight, it is directly connected to some of these engrams. When you feel emptiness inside, lonely, you start feeling it. Sometimes you start feeling it by food or by drinking. Any one thing. Every single thing happening in your life is directly connected to some engram. Removing these engrams, you can say, is making friends with your body. Making friendship with your body. I can say this is the best way to heal. The other day, I received a big letter and a report from one of our devotee in USA. She came to our program maybe 2 years ago. Of course, the same meditation which we are going to do now, she did that meditation. She had a tumor in the Mooladhara, root center. She had 3 times surgery. She herself is a doctor. But again and again the tumor was growing in the same place. She came and she was doing this meditation which we are going to do today. And she was weeping uncontrollably during the meditation. I tried to tell her, please relax, but it was uncontrollable. Anyhow, after the meditation, I asked her, what is the problem? She said that I suddenly again relived the guilt, the young age she has been abused by some of the close relative, some physical abusing, maybe sexual abuse. She said that suddenly that samskara opened up, that guilt opened up. I relived. That's the reason I am not able to control. I was uncontrollable. Please forgive me, Swamiji. I said, that's okay. Let it leave. Reliving is relieving. Understand? Consciously, reliving is relieving. And you will be surprised. Even of course, I am surprised. It was, of course, I know that relieving heals, but this is very miraculous. It really happened. And she says, after that relieving, after that meditation, within a month the tumor disappeared and never came back Now at least 1.5 years over. Did not come back. I was shocked. I said, of course, I know relieving heals, relieving the guilt, releasing all the samskaras heals. But this is really miraculous. The guilt which she created in the young age, not only about that, the hatred about it has not only evolved as a hatred towards that person, it has evolved as hatred towards the self, towards herself, and the part of that body part. So that hatred has become tumor and sickness. When that engram was released, when that guilt was released, when she became pure, when the guilt has left her system, suddenly she came back to health. The system came back to health. Understand? So many pains and sufferings, physical and mental illnesses, we are storing in our system in the form of some engram. Not only diseases, even disorders, weight, obesity, overweight, obesity, or many other disorders, even those disorders are directly connected to some of our engrams, working on the first 4-layer engrams and releasing them, reliving them, and relieving them will heal your system very powerfully. Understand? It is little strong method, little strong technique. But I tell you, it's at least 100 times powerful than any yoga, any kriya you can do. Because yoga or kriya heals, no doubt. It takes its own time. This is like directly attacking the root center, root cause of suffering. Yoga starts working on your physical body, exhausts all the tamasic engrams, and
Yes, Nithyan, all of you. So after this beautiful revelations, now we'll be closing the day with the full mantra. So let's join our hands in Namaskar mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Nithyananda Paramashivam Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone, Nithyanandam. Make sure to join us tomorrow. Thank you.